Ready, go. Ready, set, go. So if we look at your swing in the front view, go. It's fairly arm driven. You bring the arms up here and opening the body and then bring the arms down. So as you swing the arms, your legs are not doing much, just swing.
I've been trying for 40 years to get my legs to work properly. That's why you're the man.
So hitting the ball here. Now in the down the line view. Go. As you can see here, if you look at the club head pad, it's fairly high up here. So on the way up, now the club is almost aligned vertically. Yeah.
Opposed to?
Instead of going this way and then coming down this way.
I struggle coming much too much from the inside.
Now, so naturally you have slightly crossover.
Okay.
Because the backswing is not large, so this doesn't look really bad. But if you go a bit more, then the club head goes a lot further.
Yeah.
And if this is the swing plane here, then the club head is actually moving away from the swing plane. So it's important to keep the club head relatively close to the swing plane, not deviating too much. Then on the way down, the downswing will be a lot simpler.
Okay.
But if the club head stays way above the swing plane, you have to bring it down.
Yeah. That's it. That's me in a nutshell.
So particularly at your age, it's important to increase the range of motion.
Range of motion?
Range of motion.
Okay.
So,
I feel like I still got, decent flexibility.
but you chose not to use the range of motion.
Yes.
So you have allowed it range of motion, but the actual range of motion you're using in the swing is different. And I think you can go a bit further. So you have to let the club go more. Okay. Because the rope is flexible, so
I have this in my teaching studio.
Mm-mm.
Don't know how to use it.
So all you need to do is just keep enough speed to the rope, end of the rope. So go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. No need to lift your hands or lift the arms. Simply pay attention to the motion of the end of the rope. And using the momentum here, let it go all the way. So let's swing it back and forth continuously. Yeah, it's a bit too rigid.
Okay.
So make the motion continuous. And then instead of using the arms, so what you need to develop is up and down motion, and then it's just vertical rhythm here. So as you swing, use the body to swing the rope. So with your hands in front of your body, if your body turns, still your hands will move quite a bit, as opposed to the body's not moving much, and then only using the arms. Move the body, turn the body, let it go. So throw. So you're throwing the end of the rope toward the target. Yeah, have the feel of throwing it. And the backswing is too slow. Actually, increase the speed in the backswing. You don't need to swing hard in the downswing. Just have a faster backswing, and then downswing should be just connection to the backswing. Mhm. Swing. You are strong. Considering your age, you are strong.
I should hit it farther than 240.
Oh, you can go actually a lot farther. But the thing is, that because you're only using your arms,
Yeah, I know.
that's fine. And then as you swing back and forth, also keep good pelvis turn in here. Yeah. And then, so when you go this way, you have to bring this left hip up, on this side, right hip up. So push the ground, push the ground, push the ground. And then on this side, instead of keeping the arm here, keep the arm up here. Or flex the elbow here, about here, up here. So don't drop this below the shoulder. Yeah, part of the reason why you cannot use the entire range of motion is because if the arm goes with this here, if the arm goes down here, you cannot go any further. So you have to bring the hands a bit higher.
You're more down here.
You don't have to go that far, but yeah, about here. So the upper arm is kind of horizontal here, going this way.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Then naturally your backswing will go more.
Right.
So again, use the rope and then give good. And then in the backswing, it's important to have good wind up here. So essentially, it's like wind up and build tension and then unleash it.
Okay.
Wind up and then unleash it. So go here, wind up here and then throw. Again, you are manipulating this. So in the backswing, let just the end of the rope go here. Just throw it and it will automatically go here.
Okay.
So all you need is give enough speed here and then throw instead of try to lift. So use the momentum or the speed of the rope down here and then make it fast motion. Yeah. And then also currently your arm goes up here and then stops here, and then try to go down here. Instead, give more wind up here. So this will be a challenge, but let's see. So put your hands here, and then during the backswing, your goal is, let's see, whoa, you have enough range of motion. But at the end, try to give this extra shoulder turn here. Okay? Instead of lifting the hands up here, then what happens is you're using the arms here. Just to try to turn as much as possible. The key is a shoulder turn. Yeah, and then put your right hand on your belt, left hand, I mean. Put your left hand on your belt. And then so during the backswing, put it down. During the backswing, try to move this right shoulder in a lot. So from here, when you go to downswing, try to move the right shoulder out first and then throw the arms. No need to worry about the shifting at the moment. That's just the arm action here. Just so from here, throw the hands by using the shoulder motion. Yeah. And then, so since you are throwing the arm, no need to hold it here. It's too tight. So swing and relax, swing and relax. Using the shoulder. So here you have the image of moving the body, turning the shoulder, and then let the arm go instead of. And also in doing this, it's not about opening this a lot and then try to swing the arm. Rather, from this position, from the closed position to this neutral position here, using this motion, you are developing speed and throw.
Here.
So close the body more. Yeah, from there, from here to here, this is where you accelerate
Okay.
the arm. And then here your hand will have good speed, right?
Yeah.
Using the speed, you're simply letting it go. So instead of trying to add a lot of effort here, use this effort here and then throw the hand.
So this helps the start, and then the arm whips.
Yeah, and then throw the arm like that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's how it works. Instead of, the blood is pushed toward the finger, right?
Yeah.
So instead of open this a lot and then try to do this, then you have to use the arms here. If you use the body and the shoulder turn here, this is where you develop the speed, and using that, and let it go. So this side merely the continuation of the motion here, instead of putting a lot of effort. Again. So for that, you need to have good shoulder wind up and throw. Oh, let it go, let it go. You see, when you throw the arm, relax here. If you intentionally use the arm, then it stops here, but throw, let it go. Yes, yes, like that. Now let's use both hands. Both hands go up here and then throw. Yes, yes. So in order to throw the arms well, then not only you use this shoulder turn here, but also your right leg is pushing the ground and then throw the arm here.
Yeah, well, just too much back foot.
So, yes. Yes. Yes, now you're throwing the arms. So do the same thing with the rope. So instead of try to drag it all the way, or just use the arms, again, good wind up and from here throw, wind up and then throw, wind up and throw, using this motion here, you're throwing it.
Okay.
So using the motion down here and then throw it. Good, wind up, throw. Yes. Backswing can be a bit faster. Yes. Yes. Yes, now you're throwing it. Yeah. So you can hear the whipping sound.
Patience.
And then here you can activate the backswing more. So make the backswing more active. That means faster.
Yeah.
With the faster motion, automatically you will have more wind up, right?
With my core, what do I?
So always have the image of using these muscles to turn the whole upper body instead of using the arms. So here, at the end of the backswing, if you pay attention to the motion of the end of the rope end of the rope will go around your body and ends up here. Then let it go. Wait until this happens and let it go. So if the backswing is too abrupt, then it's hard to control where the end of the rope will end up.
Transition, you mean?
So
Change directions to a
so basically what should happen is using the speed here.
Yeah.
So acceleration and then deceleration and then finish this motion. Acceleration here and then deceleration on this side. But if you keep pulling,
Okay.
then the transition will be abrupt, right? So make the whole motion more smoother and feel the backswing should be faster. Backswing should be faster. Let's do this. Let's do this. So on the way down, go easy,
Okay.
but put a lot of effort in the backswing. So like this. So active backswing slow, active backswing slow, active backswing slow, active backswing slow.
So
But
the rope is actually pulling you around.
yeah, so the rope will go around your body and
On
then
backswing.
it has to settle here before you start the downswing.
Yes, okay.
Okay. But if you rush with your arms, then the end of the rope would not be able to nicely decelerate. It's abrupt. So,
Still here.
so end of the backswing, try to give extra shoulder turn. So instead of stop and then going this, you're still turning the shoulder.
Through.
Yeah, in the backswing. Yeah. Give extra shoulder turn at the end of the backswing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. So this faster downswing is coming from good wind up in the backswing. But if your backswing is abrupt and stop, and you don't go that much, then you have to use arms only. But when you have reasonable shoulder turn here, using the shoulder turn, build the tension, and then let it go, and then throw, and throw. So again, the blood is all drawn to your fingers.
Yes. I'm not feeling it like I did with the one leg. Right now.
Of course, this one, the key is the end of the rope.
That's the blood.
Yeah. So as if you're pushing all the blood toward the end of the rope. Okay, so the one good way to practice this is continuous motion. As you have this continuous motion, instead of relying on your muscle strength, have a little bit of rhythmic motion and then let it go. Let it
I
go.
wasn't doing that there.
No, basically it's a repeated motion. So, but still is a bit abrupt toward the end of the backswing. So
Turn down.
you can make the motion really continuous. Stay on the mat seat. So you can do this way,
Right.
or throw, 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 throw. You see how my body moves.
Yes.
So toward the end of the backswing, I give extra shoulder turn and develop body rhythm with that. Backswing is slow, backswing is slow. Backswing is slow, faster, faster backswing. Still you're putting almost all the effort in the downswing.
Okay.
In the backswing, using the speed here, the throw, then it'll automatically go here. What happens is you go here, instead of ooh, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go.
Understand?
Make it smoother. And then you have to give extra shoulder, the continuous shoulder turn, and then come down.
So when you see faster, you mean, that's when I speed my arms up, that you don't want that.
Body driven backswing, and then let the rope go fast. So let's put it this way here. If you feel the motion of the end of the rope, if you feel the motion of the end of the rope here, by using the body motion, you will be able to develop good motion like this, right? And then your body motion and the rope motion are well matched, so the rope nicely move here. But if your body is moving too early, then you lose this timing. So So feel the motion of the end of the rope. Now the same thing goes to the swing here. Feel the motion of the end of the rope is going around your body, going around your body. Okay, pay attention to the motion of the end of the rope. It's a bit too much. So you have to time it well. Work with the frequency of the rope motion. And then now swing back and forth, but feel the motion of the end of the rope. Feel the motion of the end of the rope. Yes. Now you control the end of the rope better.
Yeah.
So you have to feel it. Whether you use a club, rope, or orange whip, the same. You have to pay attention to the device you are using. Okay? And then you have to control the motion of the end. Again, swing back and forth and feel the motion of the end of the rope. Yeah, it's a lot more stable now. The rope motion is a lot more stable. So you started controlling the motion of the end of the rope. This is the key. Always when you deal with an object, a device, then you have to first identify which one is the main focus, right? Obviously with the rope, the end of the rope is the main one. So then, your goal is to move the end of the rope around your body well, not about your body motion here. You have to work with it. So a good way to feel the motion of the end of the rope is something like this. Just keep it vertical by using the body. If your goal is to move the end of the rope nicely, it's not about your body motion here. You have to really match your motion pattern with the rope motion. Wait, you have to wait until this is completed and then throw. The same thing. Wait until this is completed, throw. Feel the motion at the end of the rope. So it's not about your arm strength. It's not about showing off how strong you are, but rather you have to move the end of the rope nicely. Yeah, now swing. Throw, yeah. Feel the motion at the end of the rope. Yeah. Now, the next technique will be a bit more difficult, but so start with both hands, and then use only the left hand. So this. Yeah. Start with both hands, and then you will go to left hand only. Swing. Feel the motion of the end of the rope. Now left hand only. Yes. So what we want to do here is whether you use both hands or just one hand, still the motion of the rope should be fairly consistent. That means you still use the arms. So here, swing, let it go, let it go, let it go. So the motion has to come from the body motion, not the arm motion. When you use the arm a lot, then it's out of control. So still use the body, then throw, and then throw. Oh, your body's moving away from the ball. You're standing up. So you have to maintain this axis here. So the leg action will give you consistent turn about the spine axis here. Swing, swing, swing. So have a good gaze control. And then one arm on the left hand only. And try just to throw instead of dragging it all the way. Yeah, using the body, throw. Yes, yes. So the speed is generated here on this side. With that, let it go. Let it go. Now we'll use the right arm only. So start with both, and then you will use the right hand only. Okay, right hand only. You see, again, going all the way here. Instead of using this and then throw, throw. Yeah. So basically, you are developing good speed on this side here. Using this speed, you let it go. After that, if you add a lot of effort, it will just break your balance. So you have to use this motion to throw the rope. So you have to see where you are putting a lot of effort, whether it's here or here.
Where do I want it?
Yeah. This is where you generate speed. And then using that speed, you let it go. So here. Instead of pulling all the way. So you have just this motion. Let it go. Let it go. The arm is good. Oh. Just simply here, throw, throw. Yeah, so easy on this side. Throw. Yeah. Yeah. Now both together, and imagine there is a sticker here, and you're lazy, so instead of doing this, you just want to shake it off by swinging the rope. Shake off the sticker. Pay attention to motion of the end of the rope. The backswing, again, the shoulder turn is now getting smaller and smaller. Remember, keep enough shoulder turn. Using the shoulder turn, you are throwing the rope. Yes? Give more shoulder turn, extra shoulder turn, throw, extra shoulder turn, throw, yeah. So, it is important to use the shoulder turn. Now, put your hands here. Go to backswing. You tend to flex the right leg here. That means you're not giving enough shift this way here. So in your case, because since you're relatively tall, you can go with the wider stance. Widen your stance. From there, again, the hands are in front of the chest, and then go to the backswing. You are not letting the pelvis move this way. So you are simply just turning around here. That's why the right knee is flexed quite a bit here. Instead, so here, put the hands up here. Instead of just turning, first shift this way. Shift this way, and again, just a shift. Let's just shift. Stop there. So the left leg is fairly vertical here. The right leg is inclined this way here.
Yes.
And from here, stand on the left side. Stand on the left side. Oh, no, not going that way, the body. Stand on the left side. Oh, your body is going backward.
On the left side, sorry.
So stand on the left side. bring the left hip high up. Yeah, so you have to go this way more. No, not turn that way. Yeah, so that this right leg should be fairly straightened here.
Oh, okay.
And then this is also straightened. Yeah, you have to have this feel here. Have enough shift this way, so that this leg is almost vertical and straightened. This is straightened here. Then naturally, the left hip is up, high up. The right hip will be down here. Now you feel the tension in the hip joint here. Yeah, this is what you, and then no need to move the upper body a lot like this. So upper body maintains the axis here, but keep enough shift of the pelvis this way. So when you are here, still you can, I think the hip is moving backward too much. So go here. Let's do this. Hold my hand. And in the backswing, try to pull this hand here. And in order to pull this hand, shift enough this way and then turn around. Shift first. Shift and turn around. No need to just instead just. So by moving the left shoulder, this way here. Yes, straighten this leg and straighten this leg. Yes. Now with that, if I have put something heavy here on your shoulder, it should have good foundation here. Okay. So the left leg serves as a foundation. Yes. The right leg should be straightened more. Good. Shift it this way here. Yes. And then the opposite way, the same thing. All the way down. And then instead of here, try to have more this posture. The downswing. No. So go to the downswing side. Stand on the right leg. Stand on the right leg. Turn and stand on the right leg. No. Put this way. Have this feel. Yes. And then you're standing on the right side. So backswing the same. When you do the backswing, shift it to the left side, and then right side have similar. Yes. So the easiest way to do that is, as you turn back and forth, give enough shift this side, give enough shift to this side, shift here, shift here. Give enough shift to both directions. Shift here, turn, turn. But as you do, the instep is leaving the ground because the hip is going backward too much. So go to the backswing top there, tap the right. In order to do that, you have to have a really good support from the left side. So almost unload everything and then fully load on the left side here. That way you will be able to do this, right? So when you give enough shift, then it's easy. And then on the way down the other way, stand on the right side, almost all the weight on the right side. And then so you don't have that much on this side, right? So now arms down. Swing the arms back and forth. And your goal here is instead of moving the hands backward, move the hands laterally. So here's the switch to touch. That way the same thing. Touch. And then let's make it relax the arms. You are throwing the arms and then touch. Throw the arms and touch. instead of using the arm motion here, just to throw the arms, relax and throw the arms. You're using the arms intentionally. So let's see.
I like this. This looks cool.
This is for right-hander. Okay.
Okay.
But try to swing it both ways. Here. It's too flat. The plane is too flat. That means you're using your arm and then try to turn this way, but keep it along this plane here. So bring this up here, this way.
Okay.
Or bring it here. So in order to do that, the left shoulder has to go up both ways. So maintain that plane. Oh yeah, maintain that plane. And then as you do, if the hip goes backward, then it tends to go flat. So just bring the hip.
Because my hip went backward, I didn't want to be too flat. I lift my arms and then everything's all disconnected.
Yeah. So the hip should go up, and then go here, and up and here, up and here. The hip has to go up. Yeah. Then it'll be easier to maintain them. And then instead of fighting, just use a pendulum motion. Throw. Using the speed down here. Throw up. It's too high. Here. Let's make it easy. So here, it can be as simple as this.
Okay.
Don't fight here. Relax your arms. Just let it go. No need to. Here, just using the motion here, even with the 2 fingers, the 3 fingers,
Yep.
you can do the same thing. Just throw, maintain this motion. In other words, you have to use the speed at the bottom, using this, and you throw both ways. Don't fight. Relax your arms. Keep the hands a bit closer to the body. Keep the hands a bit closer to the body. Throw. Yeah. Now, because this is relatively heavy, if you just rely on your muscles, then you get tired easily, right? And then, so as you swing this, instead of just the swinging, turning here, when this is on this side, lean this way, lean the body this way, you're preparing for the next motion. And then throw, lean this way, throw, lean, throw, lean, throw, lean, throw, then it'll be easier. The other way. So use the body to swing it. So in other words, here, in your image, you're not really rotating this, rather you're moving it that way laterally. Try to move it laterally. Then you have to shift the body first, and then yes. Both ways. Shift first. Yes. Aha! This is it. So shift the body before you rotate. Swing. So yeah, initially you were doing well, but then you lost it. Rotate, swing. Shifting, let it go, shift it, let it go, shift,
That
let
was
it
a good one that way, right? Not good that way.
And then you lost that.
Yeah.
Everything is moving together. So always shift first. And it will make the swing motion easier because the swing is done by the body shift. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, yes. So always introduce this leaning first and then swing, lean this way, swing. Yeah, so as the eval goes that way, high up, you're leaning this way and prepare for the next one. As it goes this way here, and you are leaning that way and prepare for the next one.
Then you do that same thing with the rope.
But because this is heavier,
Right.
it's easier to induce that motion. Yes. Yes. So lean first and then swing. Yep. So what we have to avoid is the feel of everything moving together. Then that means you are not separating the shift and the turn. But if you lean first and then swing, lean and swing, lean and swing, lean and swing, it's a shift, turn, it's a shunt rhythm.
Yeah, I've seen you trying to do it. But
Again, so relax your arms, no need to fight. And then using the gravity, you can swing it back and forth. Yeah, so as using the body motion, easily you can swing it around. Yes. So imagine you are dealing with a heavy bag of cement or something, and you are loading it on the back of the truck. And then now, you can make it a bit more active here. So increase the tempo. So make the motion smaller, but increase the tempo. You have to time everything really well. Yes. And then maintain the gaze so that you don't lose the balance. Now, as you do that, take small steps. So then now the stepping is quite natural here with this motion, right? Yes, that's the idea. So, the rhythm motion is no different from stepping. So if you can take a small steps, step. Let's start from here. Now moving this way, take small steps forward. Make it more rhythmic, Dance. Use the legs a bit more actively. Use the knee flexion extension. So here. The key is the knee flexion extension here. So it has to flex and extend.
okay.
So go here, flex, and then push. Here, and then push. So you have to use the knee motion. Yes. It's easy to throw. When you use the knee motion, it's easy to throw. Good, very good. Yes. Swing. And then relax your arms. Let it go. Don't fight. Swing. Use the legs, the knees. Push. Right push. Left side push. And then lean the upper body more actively. Lean the upper body. Yes. Swing, use the legs, the knees. Push, right push, left side push. And then lean the upper body more actively. Lean the upper body. Yeah. So this is how you develop the rhythm. You can do it. As we have seen, your motion pattern has improved quite a bit. But it's just a matter of doing it. Okay, this is the first time you're exposed to this type of motion. So when you have a little weaving motion like this, it's easier to swing it. So this is a more active shift motion. And if you want to go a bit more cautious, then you will do this. So ultimately, once you develop good rhythm, then it will be just it's a motion within this triangular space. So your head is not moving much. Initially, you intentionally try to lean a lot and then turn, lean and turn, lean and turn, lean and turn to develop this rhythm. But when you are skillful enough, then you don't have to move the head.
Yeah, because I was trying to move there.
Yeah. So this is actually quite effective for you. Now face this way. Again, you can just do a stepping without moving, and then develop the rhythm. Yeah, use the leg action to control everything instead of using the arms. The leg action will give you a shoulder turn. Yeah, that's how you activate your legs. Swing, make the swing a bit bigger, and then feel the rhythm. Swing, swing. Lean the body in the opposite direction a bit more. Then it'll be easier. Lean early, lean early. Yes, lean early. So lean early and then swing it back and forth. Lean early, that gives you early shift. Yes, lean early. Good, good. Yes. So leaning early is the key. So lean early and then swing it back and forth. Lean early, that gives you early shift. Yes, lean early. Good, good. Yes. Yeah, the downswing is better for you. So leaning early means you're using the leg. Always the legs are pushing the ground outward, laterally outward. So more like this here. Push and then push and push. So push and then you straighten this side and then push this, straighten, shift and then push, shift and push, shift and push like this. Now you have a lot more leg action. Yeah. A lot more pelvis motion. Yeah. Is that all? Right. And particularly you have long legs, so that means you have to really take advantage. So again, arms here, feel that motion and then shoot left and right, keep moving left and right, give enough shift so that you can really push the leg here, push this leg, push this leg, push this leg, push this leg. So with that leg push, you are turn.
Take one turn, just pushing it full turn.
So
That was better, right?
So, yeah, so the legs are the engine. So push and then turn, push and turn, push and turn, push it. Is there attention? Now, when you swing the rope back and forth, again we can introduce that leaning, early leaning. It's too cautious, too cautious. Still, the key is the motion of the end of the rope. You have to have fast enough. It doesn't have to really hard swing, but keep the end of the rope moving fast. Connect the boat continuously. Particularly in the transition, make the motion continuous. Let it go, yes. Continuous, shift it, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Now, in the downswing, you're using your right leg a lot more. So the action is coming from the right leg instead of with the arms. Okay? This is big size orange whip.
Okay.
And then hold it in the middle of the grip. Oh, it's too short. Yeah, about there. And then again, swing it back and forth. Pay attention to the motion of the end of the whip. Now here, you are throwing the end of the whip. So wind up and throw. Wind up and throw.
That's what I'm doing.
Do it. You are too cautious in there. You are moving the body a lot, but actually you are not throwing the end of the whip. Wind up, throw. Yes. Wind up, throw. And then in the backswing, you tend to lean forward, but this is the reverse pivot push here. So let it go, and then put this position, then throw instead of. So the key is if you feel the motion of the end of the rope, the end of the whip, So, you should be able to really throw. Well, then you need the support from the rope. Yes. Wind up and wait, and then let it go. Initiate. Wind up, initiate. Wind up, initiate. Yes. Yes. That's a lot better timing. So instead of just trying to timing it with the arms, always wait until this is completed, and then using the lower body and the all together. Then let it go. Let it go. Okay, this is too heavy to swing. So what we'll do is the so-called stage 3 of the two-step swing. So your regular stance.
Wider than I have.
Then throw the club toward the target first, bring it back, and then swing. So using this trigger motion, have active backswing. And then again, keep good shoulder turn at the end of the backswing. Give good shoulder turn.
Yeah.
Instead of just using the arms. You're holding the club too long. Yeah. Hold it in the middle of the grip. And then you have to mobilize your wrist to a certain extent because you will shake off a sticker here. By throwing the club head, you are shaking off.
Yeah,
in the downswing. And then for that you have to use your wrist well. And then the hands are going high up, and then you are just stopping here. But again, pay attention to motion of the club head here. In the backswing, if you have enough speed here, using the speed, and let it go. This is where the club will start. Backswing. It's not about holding it high up here, using your arms. Rather, preserve the motion of the club head and let go here with the shoulder turn, and then start the bounce. So, in the backswing, no need to fight. Let the club go around your body. Okay. Now, so the backswing increased.
Yeah.
But then here you tend to rush it here. So at the end, keep enough time so that this is completed. Imagine a swing. Like somebody's riding a swing. You have to wait until this is completed and then pedal, right? So go here and then enough motion. When this is completed, then start down instead of quickly try. Then you have to use your arms. Yes. Good. Give a bit more time. Also turn the shoulder a bit more. Give more shoulder turn. Yes. So So what happens is when you are young, using the arms is okay because you're really strong. And then you can use certain motion pattern. But as you age, you cannot do this anymore. There's certainly the distance decreases.
Yeah, I've never been long wherever I can, you know, I
So-
stay right in until it's stiff.
So go here. Wait until it is completed and then in one action throw. Yes, that's a lot better time. Let's make the backswing faster. Yes. Now, let's make the trigger a bit bigger. So let's bring the trigger about here, this high. And then as you do the trigger motion, you have to turn the body. And then using the body turn, using the legs, you have active backswing. Not just with the arms. Yeah, use the legs. This again. So in the tradition, always you have to wait both ways. So from this trigger motion to a backswing, again here we have transition.
Okay,
Wait until this is completed and start.
I understand.
Then you will also have the same thing. If you rush here, you also rush here. Yes. And the backswing, no need to go that abrupt. Still, the motion is fast enough, but VJ. Everything is about continuous motion, continuous fast motion. Again, yeah, that flow is really good. The trigger injection is too cautious, too slow. Yeah. Now the swing motion is becoming simpler and simpler. But really, it's mostly along the swing plane instead of going up. Because now you feel the motion of the club head. You are letting it go more, right?
Yeah.
So no need to fight. You have to feel the motion of the club head. And then from the trigger to backswing, you go up and turn the body. Your shoulder is turned here. And slightly move backward. From here, start backward and then turn instead of.
Okay.
Still in the trigger, you have to keep good shoulder turn. Yes, yes. That will give your body even transition. Now, on the way down, you have to shake it off. Shake off the sticker. That means that you have to use the right leg and then throw the club actively. Yes. So now the backswing size is really good. Backswing size is really good. So unless you rush, then you'll have enough time here, and then
I rush it more.
when you rush, then it goes like this. As it's still going there, you try to put it down. Wait until it is completed, and then go. So good, wind up. Give it enough time. Yes. And then remember, in the downswing, it's not about pulling the club this way here, using the speed developed there, and then you're throwing, right? You want it to move back, just to throw it. Yes, that was a better finish. Yeah, that way you don't lose the balance. You tend to move backward quite a bit. So at the end of the swing, you tend to lose the balance. But if your goal is to throw the club head using the speed that developed here, using that speed, throw the club for the target, eventually you will go around your body, but throw and then finish here instead of. The trigger in the backswing was cautious, so in the downswing you use your arms more. So feel the motion of the club head. And then when you do the trigger motion, currently your left arm is too dominant. What's happening is you are moving, you're doing trigger motion with the left arm, so the right arm is just attached to it. It's flexed like this. Instead, keep it straight here. Use this side more. So assume the setup position, and then when you hold the grip, let's see how do you do that? Once you are in position, when you hold the grip, so always the closer hand first here, establish the connection here, and then this will be added here. Okay? But this will never dominate. If this is dominant, then this happens. But you have to maintain the leading side motion, and then use the wrist motion like this. So you can flip it here instead of pressing this side. If this happens, then your dominant side is too dominant. Okay. So you have to use without the left hand. So put your left hand on your belt, and using the right hand only, try to swing, throw, yes, again. To wind up. So you have to use the right arm a bit more, and then yes, the shape is better. The right arm should contribute more. That was a really active backswing. That was good. I like it. So using that kind of backswing and then swing. Let go. Yes. That's very good. Yeah, that's very good. So your swing motion is getting simpler. Yeah, throw the right arm, throw the right hand, and the club. Ready, go. Yeah. So when your left arm is too dominant, then the right arm cannot do much because all the way here. When this arm is too dominant, they try to do a lot of things with this. And this is simply attention. Actually, you have a good active motion of the leading side.
Like swing right arm on this.
So using the wrist motion here, throw instead of so wrist motion here. Throwing motion, yeah, using the wrist action, throw the club head, Now, again, both hands, So always the motion is initiated by the body, then the arm motion is added and the wrist motion is added at the end. We try to have good wrist motion. Step 3. Wait a bit more. At the top, give more time. Yes, exactly. Ooh, let go. So again. Ooh, BJ, sing. And use the legs. Yep. So backswing. BJ and wind up, sing. BJ, sing. Okay. So always, particularly with your age, there are two things you need to remember. Try to increase the range of motion as much as possible. Don't try to limit it. Always have, I see the tendency of a limited range of motion. Okay. Even though you can go more. So it's I think it's overall the motion pattern is together, but so let it go more, okay? And then do not rush into the downswing. When you rush, then you tend to use the arms without the support from the rope. So, and then let go. And then let go. Using the shoulder turn and then turn, and then throw the arm instead of doing the arms. And now, so your goal is to move the club head really fast around your body. That's all you need to worry about, okay? The club head motion is what's important. So stage 3, repeat it a few times. Okay, in the trigger motion, let's keep it a bit flat.
It's going up here too much.
Yeah, so you're lifting too much. So go this way, like before that camera.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Now the timing is a lot better. Timing is a lot better. So the flow is a lot better. You're not really against anything. Let it go, and then you add the effort. This is going against it. So this is the idea. Let me record this. So without the board for a moment. Stage 3. Okay, ready. Stage 3, go. Stage 3, go. Yeah, you can have a bit more time there at the end of the backswing. But now you have a lot bigger backswing. Yeah. You are not fighting, letting it go. Now in the down the line, you see where the club head ends with this big motion. Stage 3, go. Club head is about here. So that means it's still staying close to the swing plane.
Right.
That's why it doesn't really matter how big the swing is. As long as it's staying close to the swing plane. The all you need to just swing and then reverse the direction and then go by using the body. But if it moves away from the swing plane, you have to have a compensation. Then the swing becomes more complex. How clean the flying motion is. Yeah, the flow is
I can go back here a little more so I see it.
But as you repeat this motion again and again, naturally
practice it with the rope, the whip, by balls, wedges, or?
So for a while, work on the rhythm, and then start hitting the ball.
Let's keep working the rope
Yeah.
and the whip.
But before you go, let's
Yeah.
try to hit some balls here. So now what we'll do is use stage 3 as your push-up routine.
Okay.
Use your stage 3 as your push-up routine, and then hit the ball. Okay. So do the stage 3, and then approach to the ball. Now approach it to the ball. So this time it was a toe shot, right?
Yeah.
That means you're moving that way. The downswing, your body is moving this way.
Okay.
So the distance increases. So as I said, because you're throwing the club in instead of pulling it in, deliver the club head where the ball is. So using the speed generated here, simply throw the club head behind the ball. Again, stage 3 as your push-up routine. And then approach to the ball. Yep. And so when you start the backswing, you have a little of the body motion there. So the easy way to do that is let the here. Slightly move this way, then let the heel will be lifted slightly. And then go active backswing.
For the stage 3.
No, for rivers.
Okay.
Stage 3, because we have trigger motion, it's easier.
Yep.
But with the regular swing, you need to still activate the backswing, right? So you need some sort of body trigger. So you have to generate that kind of backswing, active backswing. So use the body a little bit before you start. Like that, yeah, like that.
Header triggered there?
Yeah. So always before you start the backswing, move the body slightly.
Yeah.
And then to facilitate the backswing again. So for a while you hit this a lot.
Okay.
Always use the stage 3 of your push-up routine, and then hit one ball. Keep the club a bit shorter. Yeah. That stage 3 is really good. Again, it was a toe shot. So what you can do is that when this happens, when you adjust the line, the heel of the club with the ball here.
Yep.
Yeah, so club head is here. Then we put the impact.
You want me choking up on it all the time, or just because these mats are higher?
Try to always use a middle position. No need to hold it that long, unless you are generating crazily high speed. Obviously, longer leverage will have advantage, but if you are not generating high enough speed, then it's actually this becomes a disadvantage. It's easier to control the current motion with the shorter hand position. Okay. Okay, and stay a bit closer to the ball with the heel addressed there. Yeah. Yeah, that
You hit it so hard I broke your ball.
Oh no! Okay, ready, stage 3 and regular, go. Okay, Ready, state 3 and regular, go. So this time it hit the ground. So that means,
So you got 2 posts?
no, but you have to control the red motion. Don't let it go down. Just in other words, you are losing it.
Okay.
But bring it down here and then throw this here. But this is the idea. State 3 and regular, go. Mm-hmm. This is the initial swing.
Through the ball, that's for sure.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
now, here is fairly unusual. Yeah, about here we try to swing the yards. We're using our body. You see, the clever is going up here.
Yeah.
State 3 and regular, go. It continues moving below the motion head, so they have to compensate for that. Swing motion capacity.
Yeah.
So these are what you have developed through these repetitions. And just to keep moving. Then remember with the Erickson bell, you try this motion here, shifting early, leading and shifting early. Yeah, you can do it with the kettlebell or the eagle, the flat one.
Okay, yeah.
So using the weight, you can practice that. Because the heavier, that your body has to feel. In order to have good dynamic balance, your body has to move early. So they will promote the good shift early, followed by rotation. And then using the rope, you build on it. So shift it here and then throw, or shift away, recenter and throw. Shift away, recenter and throw. Always you have to add the shift motion, early shift motion. Then the swing becomes very comfortable.
How do I follow up on this? Like work on it for a few months and come back?
And then
Send me video.
send me video. And then yeah. And then at some point you can come back. Or I can go to where you want.
This is such a different, I've been taking lessons for 40 years. I was at home on games last year. I'm so positioned here. And I just have to bring myself up. It's just, I can play and I can score, but I know I'm using the body.
Yeah, with your body size, you pretty much get rid of
And I
that.
had one of the fastest tennisers in the world.
Aha! Then you have to take advantage of it.
That's why I switched my left hand.
Yeah, it's brilliant. So in the end, what should happen is that the turn has to come from the lower. So the lower has to promote really that's the turn motion here. So you have to use the lower back for that. So there's a lot better way to move it back. But when I saw when you use the swing video, the stress was a narrow view, and then you are flexing the video.
So even with an iron here,
Yeah, because you have the wrong legs, it's dislocated. And I have good shifting. Good head shift. Don't be afraid of shifting.
these are not great, my hips are fine, so
So you eliminate these excessive turns. Now, so you have more shift. So, when you repeat the swing back and forth, naturally that happens. Because you know that just the turning this way, when you repeat the swing, and then the pen is turning this way, this doesn't work that well. When you have to shift, lateral shift here, then the swing motion becomes a lot more natural. Instead of just a turning. When you turn the lat here, it's all separated. And then the low body does its own thing, and then the arms, there's their own thoughts.
So as long as when you go back, this hip doesn't get outside the leg, it's fine.
When you have continuous motion, you cannot go too far. Because you have this dynamic motion.
Stop.
So always you control this motion. The fact that you can repeat this motion means you have to control. Pushing the ground outward, so the force is acting inward. Those will limit your motion. Instead, if you go too far out, it's a big mistake. But in dynamic motion, you cannot really go outside when you repeat the motion.
So at my age and what you see here is, what speed should I hope for?
What's your curve?
I play at 96, if I just swing at it, I can get up to 100 and that.
Let's go for 105.
Yeah, that would be good. That's what it is.
Yeah. With your body size, still you are strong enough. But don't hold it too long. Then you simply lose the control.
Would you prefer I cut this off?
No, just to keep it there.
Yeah.
I don't want you to change these things. But just to chop it a little.
Because this is 46, right? 45.
And that-
trying to get longer, so.
And also, again, I said in your grip, your left hand is quite dominant.
Yeah.
So you have to start using the right arm more.
Yeah.
And so I'm right-handed, so I will always go with my left hand, hold it first, and then add my right hand here. Then you should be able to do this. Lift this up easily. And if you want to, this is too dominant, this is weak, and everything is behaved. When you throw the trigger motion here, you will see that it's all coming from this arm.
Yeah. I did better again.
But instead here, using this motion here.
And I could even practice one arm triggers.
Yeah. So use the pronation supination of the forearm, this motion here, and the wrist motion added at the end. So forward as your wrist. Then you will not be able to level too much from your time inside. Currently, your left hand is too level. So right arm is simply just attach it to it. But actually, you move this well with the lead arm. So engage the lead arm more, a little bit less for the tracer. I think that's in the end that will probably be the limiting factor for your speed. We need to work on this.
So one arm broke.
Yeah. Using the lead arm here, try to throw. When you try to throw with the lead arm, shift enough, then kick the ground with the lead leg and then throw. Push the way, recenter, then throw. Oh, so in order to engage the lead leg, then you have to use the lead side more.
That's why I did that here so much.
Because you are going to use your dominant arm. The tracer is to that.
Back the right hand.
No, this is okay. But this gives you more distance and speed. But your state is really good. How the synchrony is well established. So keep practicing. But add more lead arm action. Throw.
You're saying the leg
Throw.
is totally cornered.
Yes.
So that's-
Throw and then stand on